people might not see this, but I am just bored by myself in my living room, and I wanted to, oh, sorry about that mess, just show you guys what I've been sewing. Let me lower this. Okay, hopefully you can see my sewing machine. Hold on. I'm gonna try to lower it. Okay, I probably should have did this before I went live. It's fine. There we go. Ooh. I think that should be enough. Oh. Okay. Okay. So right now, I'm working on two main projects. The first one is this. This is the, hold on guys, sorry. The space is pretty small right now. This is what I'm working on. It's called the Necessary Clutch Wallet by Emmeline Bags. I'm trying to find the front page, but probably it's in here somewhere. But when I'm done, this is what the wallet's gonna look like. I don't know what I did with the top page, but that's okay. So I'm working on that. Weird. But this is what it looks like. It's called the Necessary Clutch Wallet. And this is for my best friend. She wanted hers Slytherin theme to match the bag that I'll also be making her. And that bag is over there. So I have my zipper pockets. I have to get the zipper pull for this. I already completed the card slots. And then I have my lining and my outer piece. So right now, I'm sewing up the flap for this so that I can attach it together. That's what I'm doing right now. The next project that I'm working on is this one. This is the Harley bag by Crafted by Man. It's a free pattern. And this is what these pieces look like. So these are my lining pieces. Ignore the terrible cuts. But this is what I'm doing for the lining. D-ring connectors, flap lining, then just the inside pieces, and then my zipper pocket. And if you saw, this is going to be my zipper pull, or zipper tape. This is my strap, my crossbody strap. Look at that. How cute is that? I know. These are my flat pieces, and then my two outside pieces. Usually you do this like with contrasting colors. I just decided to do it all one for the outside and all one color for the inside as well. So that's what I'll be working on for this live. Alright, so let's get this started. I know I haven't really been present on my channel like I normally do. I just have had a lot going on, and then if you watched my other podcast, I kind of explained the roadblocks that I ran into. I just wasn't sure if anyone would continue to be interested, because I had mainly built my platform off of um, knitting and crochet. And then with that being said, that's not really something that I do so much anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't shake it and get back into my crocheting. It's been a very frustrating experience, but it's just been one that I haven't been able to bounce back from, which is very disheartening. Because I really do miss crocheting. It's just every time I pick up a hook, I just can't do it. I don't know. So I decided that I'll start posting again on my channel. But it'll just be sewing related, and hopefully somebody out there will find joy in the content. I got a really nice comment the other day encouraging me to just do what makes me happy. And I'm definitely going to try to do that for sure, because it's hard when you want to do something and then like trying to force yourself to do it. It takes like the joy out of it and all of that. That's pretty much it. See, I have some puckering right there. I'm going to fix that. And then try to re-go over that spot. Try to keep everything organized, but you can see, as you can see my sewing space, it is a hot freaking mess. Being 100% honest, it's a hot mess. Like, y'all. That didn't fix anything, but I'm not going to keep going over it. This is my first time doing this pattern. Each time I do it, I'm getting better at it. If you watched my podcast, you would see my first attempt that I made. I just noticed that I never changed my stitching back. So I have to re-go over all of this to make sure it doesn't come apart. My stitch length, there you go. Woo! My stitch length. So the first time I had attempted to do this wallet, I had some very sticky vinyl, and I had to lengthen my stitches so that it would top stitch, and I forgot to put it back. But this vinyl that I'm using comes from marinevinyl.com, and this vinyl's good, so I don't have to worry about that. And with this vinyl, I know some people do. You shouldn't have to use a Teflon foot, but I know some people do. It makes it easier for them. And I was just cutting the extras. Make sure I didn't get too close. Yeah. So now we are going to turn this bad boy out. Basically, I owe my friend a lot, and so she asked me to make her a wallet as well as 2 backpacks. So one of the backpacks I have already cut. My mom cut it for me. I'm not too good at cutting fabric. I don't know, I just tend to like get very overwhelmed when I try, so she helps me. But when it's small stuff like these bags where like it has simple instructions and like simple pieces, I can do this. For the most part, this wallet is only 2 pieces, the flap and the actual body of the wallet. Everything else is just rectangles, which can be hard if you're like me and you're just, I don't know, I'm crafty, but not when it comes to to like measuring. That's when I start going bazooka. And let's finger press this because some of my lining is showing. Make sure I poke these corners out. This is how you get a nice flat. Make sure you get those corners poked out. And I like to run my tool along the edges and then finger press a whole lot. Okay. This is what it looks like so far. It looks good. Because of the materials I'm using, so for my lining, I'm using waterproof canvas. And then for my exterior, I'm using vinyl. If I was just using regular quilt cotton or just cotton woven or any type of material that can be pressed by an iron, this part would be a lot easier. But because of my selected material choices, I have to put in some work finger pressing this. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to top stitch just to get it nice and flat. I also have to add, sorry for the crunching, so these are custom back tags that my mom had made for me with my business logo on it. So Crochet Co. Oh, this one I picked up is nice. That's what that looks like. I could add it right here on the front. What do you think? Or, I know some people like to add their tags on the back. I don't know. I think I might put mine on the front. Like right where... Yeah. I kind of like that. So I'm going to add my back tag. I'm going to show you how I do that. And again, I'm going to find the perfect center. Or I might put it on the back. Let's see. So if let's just see. This is kind of what the wallet's gonna look like. If I put it on the back, I think it'll look weird. So I'll follow my first line and put it on the front. So what I do is I find my placement. This is why I make the flap before I place this, because one time I placed it before I made the flap and it was too high and I did not like it. So I'm going to find where I want it, which is going to be right here. And then because I just take my seam ripper and then I mark it with the seam ripper just like a little dot. I might top stitch it before I add it. Yeah, I'm going to top stitch it down first and then I will add this. Top stitching is easy. I'm going to do it out of 8. Always. Oops. Oh, I ran out of bobbin. That's why I was acting crazy. Time to learn to bobbin. Okay, so this machine, I would consider it a blessing and a curse. A blessing because it's a heavy duty machine and it's actually called a semi-industrial. So I'm getting the industrial qualities without having to pay for it. This one was only, I think, 400 or 500. I don't remember. I think it probably was even less than that. I don't remember. But it definitely was not in like the thousands, like where most industrials tend to be in their pricing. And of course, because it doesn't have like an independent motor like some of them do. So I have to stop everything I'm doing just to wind some bobbin. It's fine. It's never ever bothered me really that bad. I have a Singer Futura XL550. It's a embroidery machine um, and a sewing machine. Holy, why is this not working? Ah, that is why. So your girl messed up. I messed up bad. I always like whenever I go to one bobbin, I always do that. Wasting precious thread. I'll just start with this. I always mess it up. It never fails. I see why people really hate winding bobbin because it's too annoying. And you know what? I also don't think I have the right bobbin type in here. I think the one in here is for the Singer machine. Alright. So I'm gonna try to use up that because I don't like wasting thread. Thread is not cheap. So we're gonna see. So far, so far, so far. Make sure this is under. You know what? I also have a layer of Decaville Light, which is a stabilizer that I like to use because like this particular vinyl is very floppy. So I top stitched it. And I just like more stability when I'm, you know, I just like a little more stability in my stuff. So now I'm gonna center that, press it down so I can score. That's the word I was looking for earlier. As a poke, I just like to score it. And I'm just using a seam ripper to do that. Yep, so I can find the placement. And then I take that same seam ripper find the lines that I scored. Has to go all the way through because I have, like I said, I have that layer of Decaville, and then I just put a tiny slit. You don't want too much of a slit because you want it to be kind of snug when you're installing your hardware. And these back tacks are super, super cool. I love them. So I'll make sure I'm installing the right sides up. And then insert. Yep. And they do. You push it all the way in. You can, luckily with sewing, you can like manipulate things however you need. So I could flip this flip this right back like this, so it can help me. And I don't ever flip it too much because I don't need it. I don't need a lot of it. And then the next thing you want to do is take like a piece of scrap waterproof canvas. And this is just to help reinforce, and it protects like it protects like all your insides. And I add that on there like this. And the last piece that goes on is the washer. And then with these washers, really cool, instead of folding outward, they fold inwards. You make sure everything is tight before I fold it. Shh, the dog. Every time the neighbors are out minding their business, he always got to be bothering them. And then just trim. I like to trim this part around like here so that it's not too much when I go to poke everything back out. And then that top stitching also helps. But yeah, that's what that looks like. And I do like mine low because I like it to look like this is the magnetic snap, you know? So that's how you install a bag tag. I always have to make sure that it's not upside down because I've done that before and it's like, oh no. So now the next part is I already have markings. I don't think you can see that. But now we're going to attach the flap to the back piece, and then we attach the lining on top of that. And that's what's going to hide all of our raw edges. Like I said, I just use like a little poke. Because sometimes like I don't have the proper marking tools for black vinyl or for vinyl in general. So I just mark it like that. It has been serving me well. And then we're gonna pin it in place. So you want to make sure the flaps are right sides together. Ask me how I know. That's what that's gonna look like. And then we're gonna take the lining and place that on top. This doesn't have any particular instructions because, like I said, it's just the lining. Oh, for this, we do have to because there's like a special way that you do to turn it out, and you have to find the middle, place a cut there, and because this is going to be hidden by all the other parts, you can't, it is safe to do this. If you have like, if you're going to use like rather instead of waterproof canvas, because waterproof canvas doesn't fray. So if you are going to yourself use like the cotton woven, you're going to want to put some like frayed checkers on there. Let's add all of these together. This Wally comes together fairly simple. It's just that it takes like some time to cut out all the pieces because like I said, she only includes like a pattern piece for the flap and then like the outside part. There's no pattern piece included for the like all the other pieces that you have to cut, like the pockets, the card slots. So that can be kind of time consuming because you have to measure and cut so many of the pieces. And honestly, it's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. I hate, like, especially, it just makes it easier, but then again, it's also kind of like, it's really not that bad. It's something that I can do. Just as many clips as you want. I do like these big ones. These are the ones my mom uses when she cuts. Okay. Let's move this out the way. Let's get going, Ellie. We're gonna get going. It's super windy, so if you hear the dog barking, that's what he does when it's windy. Oops, and you see that's what I mean about that stitch length. I keep forgetting to change it. So that piece I literally just did. I have to go back over. And then over these parts, just go slow. There's something else showing these curves. And waterproof canvas, and it doesn't like to catch. Okay, for these first. I have to go back over that. And then all you do is trim, trim, trim. Be careful not to cut your stitches, as I almost did. But this is going to help with the turning out because, like, again, you have to turn it, top stitch it. And this is my second time doing this wallet. My first attempt, which is the one I showed in my podcast episode 46, I accidentally forgot to do a step. So in the midst of me trying to fix it, I unfortunately messed it up even worse. So I just decided to scrap it and then just redo it, which was honestly the best decision because it's nothing more frustrating than, you know, you're not liking something that you spend hours doing. Luckily, I hadn't attached any of like the more important pieces on it yet. So I did get lucky there. It was literally just the outside pieces and the lining pieces that I had to redo. And then I know it looks like I'm being rough, but I promise I'm not. Turning the bag, whatever, is always the most hardest part. Always. I promise you I'm not being rough. It's gentle. It just looks and probably sounds rough. It's gentle. And then time to get the beloved chopstick. So I do not want to break a nail. So I can do it with mine. This is to gently coax it, and then the rest I'm going to use my chopstick for. I wanted this to have structure, so I did use what's called Decoville Light. And so it's thickums, which I like personally. And then let's do some further definition with our chopstick. That's the best way to do it. Get that chopstick. And then more finger pressing, which is good because we can't put iron in this. You will melt your vinyl, and you will burn your vinyl, and then you will melt your waterproof canvas. Oh yeah, but that's gorgeous. I do like it. There we go. Okay. That is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I like this a lot more. And then just to give you guys a context of what it's gonna look like. So you attach, once I top stitch it, of course, it's gonna be nicer. But the card slots go in there like this. And you fold the sides like this. And then fold it up like this. And then, oh my God, look at how gorgeous this is. Yeah, and I like the bag tag placement. The hardest part is getting, oh, it's crooked. It's okay. I usually always install it a little bit crooked. It adds character. So the last thing I need to get right is the placement of the snap on the bottom. But first, we are going to go ahead and do some more finger pressing at the bottom. Finger press this just to roll the lining where it's supposed to be, because right now it's peeking out the outside. So, trust me, if you guys pick up sewing, or if anybody already sews, you know how much arm strength you're gonna have by the end of this. Okay. Alright, so like I said, I top stitch at an eighth. You could top stitch or whatever. Let's put our stitch length. Oops. Let's do it at 4. And then let's top stitch this back. Alright, usually I don't have to use like my Teflon foot or anything like that, but I'm having a little bit of trouble, so I'm going to change. The Teflon foot is supposed to be the best foot to use for vinyl. We're going to see. That's giving me a little bit of troubles. Let's see. Okay. The only thing with the Teflon foot is I'm noticing that it doesn't, I don't know. To me, it's not giving glide. Like, it's easier than the foot, my regular foot, for sure. But it's not, the way that the foot is by dragging across. Yeah. definitely should have used a walking foot. Okay, I think my Teflon foot failed me. That's like the ugliest top stitching I have ever seen. I don't know, I think the vinyl might have been too sticky. It's just, it's wavy. It's fine though. It's just wavy. And like I said, she forgives me. Okay, so now that we have our flap, I'm gonna try my best to mark the bottom magnetic snap. So the last time that I had did it, I really messed up the magnetic snap. So I had to go ahead and redo it. So this time I'm going to try my best to mark it, but I need to get these folded in first. I think I might try to mark it once I get the card slot sewed down. Okay, let's see if this helps. So this is what the wallet looks like, right? And with just the card slots in there. Hey, Vivian. I know, long time no see. And I'm just coming back with a random new project. So this is what it looks like with the card slots in there. This wallet. So I'm going to fold this up. Make sure everything is even on the sides. And try to put all the sides together. No, I can't. It's okay. Because I put my magnetic snap on so crooked that last time. And it just, man, when I tell you, it really messed everything up. The wallet was not cute. Hold on, I can't see the chat. Let's see. All messages are visible. Good evening. I hope that you are enjoying your evening. Right now, I'm literally just making a wallet. Oh, I see my issue. So I can't get things 100% right. The flap is already kind of crooked. But as long as it can close, that's all I'm kind of worried about right now. And I don't want it too high. I think right here. What about this placement right here? I think that is the golden buzzer. So I just kind of like try to make an indent once I get the placement that I kind of like. Let's see. And that's kind of, I would like a wallet like the yellow one you showed, but I want the same color as your wallet. The yellow one? Oh, not me forgetting what I sewed. Oh no, the yellow one. The yellow one? I'm sorry. I have no idea which one that was. Which one? The Rugrats one? I think I like it like this. I make so much stuff and I never remember. So, I got my placement for my snap. Let me just further indent that because if it comes out crooked again, I'm going to cry. Refresh my memory. Right now, I'm making a wallet for my friend, and then I do have plans to make a purse tonight if I can get to it. Okay, so this part's really important. So luckily we have this hole here because I do not want my magnetic snap to go all the way through to my lining. I just want it on my exterior. So that is where I'm going to put my markings, and as well as do my holes. All right, y'all, pray for me because this part last time I messed up so bad. Because on the pattern, the pattern is originally made for a turn lock. I do have turn locks, but I'm not as confident using them quite yet as I am with magnetic snaps. Ooh. Ooh. Hey guys. So I really only like right now using the magnetic snaps. Okay, that's in there. And I love with fabric how you could just manipulate and twist and turn everything. And then just make me a cut of this WPC. I saw it this morning. It was the only one you showed besides the coffin wallets. Hold on. This one? With the hearts on it? Let me know if that's the one. And I'm sorry, I have a terrible memory. So I'm just getting my waterproof canvas ready. And another thing, which I really love about waterproof canvas, okay. I think I have some more of that fabric. That one I had made, to match my, my heart bag. If I have some more fabric, I will definitely make you one. Just shoot me a message. I don't have my website anymore at this moment. But if you would like to place an order for any of the items that I make, all you have to do is message me. Or my email is down below as well if you want to send me an email. That's probably the best way because I constantly check my emails all the time. So I will see it. Okay, so just making sure that's in there tightly. And then I have to use this to help because man, doing this like a couple times a day is really hard on your hands. And waterproof canvas doesn't fray, so outside of that I don't have to worry about any further needs for interfacing. So let's put our card slots in there, fold up the sides just to check to see if the placement works. And it does. How cute is that, guys? So my first one that I did, my Rugrats one, I did my snap placement a little too low. And so I did this one higher. And I like it so much better. Yeah, my top stitching is not that great for this one. But that is okay. I'm learning and getting better. I'm way better at bags than I am at wallets. So I'm excited. That's done. And then the one thing that I do have to do before I can, because it is about time to sew these sides down. Let me do my stitch length. I'm going to just get this pinned already. I think she chose such amazing colors. This wallet is super cute. And it's going to match her bag perfectly. I'm making her a mini backpack. So that's what we have so far. I do have to do this which is the pockets for the wallet. And I just know, look, I'm like matching, but that was not intentional. So let's go into zipper land, because I do have to attach a zipper to that, which I have a bunch. Like, oh, I have a lot of zippers. If you guys hear that, that's literally all my zippers and my hardware. And because it was like so much black and dark, I went with lime green for the zipper. Now this part I will have to read the instructions for. This is the one part that I don't know. It's fine. Hey, see, we got some people here. Hey, Lou. I only see the comments once as they come in, so if you've said anything recently, I cannot see that. It's weird. It gives me the option to like click. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is like the hardest part. I have this thing, it's called a zipper jig. And it works great for my big zippers, but not so much for the little ones. So I'm gonna see if for the sake of this, I can get this on here. I normally don't use number 3 zippers. I normally only use number 5s, which are the big ones. And this is the reason why. Because they're so tiny. Yeah, it's not gonna work. All right, y'all. God willing, these nails let me do what I have to do. Okay. Hold on. Don't laugh at me. I normally don't have a problem with like sewing in my nails until I have to do these tiny, tiny zippers. Oh Lord, have mercy. So I know you have to come in at an angle. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I need someone to come do this for me. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Okay. Wish me luck, everybody. Okay. No. The jig is just too big for the number 3 zippers. Or is this too small? Oh, hold on. Let's try something else. Okay, I'm gonna try something else. If not, I might have to cry because my mom is asleep and she can't help me. And the only other person here is the people here are the dogs, and they're not even people. Okay, hold on. I think we're getting somewhere. I thought we were. Hold on. It's on there. Look at that. It's on there and it's cute. I didn't use the light one because it just wasn't working. But now we can go ahead and install our zipper tabs. Let's move this out of the way. This is like the hardest part because these zippers are so small. So they're like super, super fiddly. I just hate them. But the pattern called for a number 3. I would have used the number 5, but when I was cutting out everything, I wasn't paying attention. So I cut everything out for the number 3 size, which is super annoying on my end, but it is what it is. And these are going to help hide the zipper ends as well as keep them from fraying. That's why I put the lighter to it just a little bit to stop the fraying. But zipper's going to do what zipper's going to do. Ah! Okay, and then there we go. So that is, we're going to sew that. This is our pocket. We're also going to sew our pocket. Yay. So I do need the instructions for this part because, like I said, I don't really remember what to do. Ah, here we go. Okay. So I gotta sew this. The seam allowances are very important, so I normally make sure I pay attention to those. This pattern is pretty consistent with the 4th, which I do like a lot. Some patterns, like, they can jump back and forth, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to sew now? Okay, guys, we're gonna sew at a 4th. Hold on, because you're trying to evade imminent sewing, and I'm not okay with that. There we go. Because it's tight. Come on. Oh no. There you go, buddy. Alrighty. Next. Cut your strings. I never cut mine, and it always bites me in the butt later. That is why I'm having so many issues. My sewing table is too short. I usually don't try to go so fast, but sometimes I put my foot down on the pedal harder than normal. And this is not a computerized machine. I was not going to shank myself, guys. Things were just falling and falling, and I was just trying to catch them. This is not a computerized machine. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a semi-industrial. So with that being said, it just goes and goes and it goes. And sometimes I never know. Right, let's see. And then after that we can top stitch, which we do add in there. There we go. And with top stitching, you don't need to back stitch because it's gonna get air. See, that's what I mean when I like put my foot down too hard. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Okay, so I've been talking about a whole bunch of nothing. Oh, and so now I should probably talk about something channel related. Yes, I do have the plans of returning. What are you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's up?
So, my plan is
Uh-huh.
pull up
Okay.
and we're going to go get something like frozen yogurt.
Froyo.
Yeah, because I am, like, I feel like I was forcibly invited to hell
Oh no.
because I have been on fire these last 2 days.
Okay. I didn't know that you were going to say that you were cordially invited to hell. Right now, I'm actually on live on YouTube with my followers, and they heard that you are cordially invited to hell.
Make sure they know that it's hot. I am on fire.
They know that you are on fire, friend.
I don't understand why it's so hot.
It's honestly it's not hot. I think that's a you thing.
I've been using my heating pad.
Ah, so yes.
So it is a me thing.
It is definitely a you thing. Alright, does that also mean that you are on your way?
I am on my way. But I
Ah,
know that you're on YouTube with
yeah.
followers, and we're not going to cut that short. So I'm going to sit there in the background.
Okay.
And then we're going to get frozen yogurt. Because despite the fact that the wind is blowing, I'm still, like, I don't know, I'm still on fire. I'm like, oh my God, no.
Just go to the what's that place called that we like?
That place.
Yeah, Baskin Robbins
Ice cream.
ice cream.
What do you want?
From Baskin Robbins?
Yeah.
Girl, I don't know. I was just trying to make a suggestion. I wasn't necessarily thinking about anything.
Alright, we'll try this again after I get here.
Yeah, totes. We're having catfish and spaghetti, I think. Your mother and David are knocked out, which is good because David thoroughly terrorized us very good today. 10 out of 10 on the terrorizing aspect. I believe that he traumatized me enough to last me at least 3 weeks.
He's going to terrorize you again tonight.
Yes. Yes, he is. And I'm hoping that it will be more so you because he likes to climb on you like a jungle gym.
I know.
And
I already feel it.
that will give me a break, which I'm very much looking forward to. Because when I tell you, he was a little different today. I don't know what was going on, but he just was like, I'm having a good day and I want to make your day bad. That's kind of what he was. That's kind of the vibes I was getting from him today.
All right, that's fair enough. That actually makes perfect sense.
Honestly, yeah, I would have to agree. It was a little shocking because I'm like, okay, what is it? Did you drink something today? Was it the juice that I gave you that gave you this boost of power?
It was definitely the juice. Did you give him the juicy juice?
No, he just had regular apple juice, but whatever was in that apple juice gave him superpowers. Girl, he stood on his Thomas the Tank Engine, unlocked the front door, and I'm like, oh my God, who taught you that?
No, but for real, he unlocked the door.
He unlocked the door, my guy, and then he proceeded to try and open it.
Oh my goodness. But like, how often do we unlock the door for him to know how to unlock the
Caleb,
door?
we never used the front door, so where he learned that from, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm tired of being smart.
I'm tired of it too. And then he not only that, he I don't know what type of agreement he got worked out with these dogs, but every time he gets something, he be sneaking it. I'm like, how did Oso get a banana?
Well, the agreement is that he gives them some of his food and he some of their food.
Oh no, I don't like that agreement. That agreement is
You like that
garbage.
agreement? I don't
No.
like that agreement. Oh, so definitely like that agreement.
Right. But no, we were thoroughly terrorized to the 10th degree today.
So hopefully he stays asleep so that way I can get an hour in with you on terrorized. And then I'll proceed to my sleep duties and being a taco gym.
No, I unfortunately think that is not written in the stars.
Tragic.
Isn't it a little bit tragic? You know what else is tragic? I totally just did this all kinds of wrong.
What are you doing? What are you making?
Your wallet, and I accidentally sewed this.
Not yesterday, but yesterday, yeah, when I was here yesterday.
What happened?
Didn't you finish it when I was here yesterday?
No, who gave you that impression? Did I give you that impression?
Yes.
Oh, don't listen to me because I lied. I threw it away. I had to scrap it.
You did?
I sure did.
No.
Why? It was a terrible project.
I thought you said you didn't have any more of this glittering scrappy stuff.
I did. I didn't throw that part away. I threw the outside away.
Oh, why? Because I know when I left, you said that the button was on.
Yeah, and it was tragic, and I hated it. So I don't want you.
Take the button off. You have to take off the whole.
I threw it away. I cut it up and threw it away. I'm being 100% serious, by the way. I am.
Hey,
What? It was terrible.
it wasn't.
It was.
It was not.
Kayla, it was.
You and your perfectionist.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you an ugly wallet. Like, what kind of...
It wasn't ugly.
It was ugly.
The button was a little to the left. And you
No,
said
no,
it's
it
not.
wasn't. It wasn't a little to the left. It was all the way to the left. Okay, first of all, keep that same energy when you see the new and improved one. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm keeping it now.
No, you're not.
I am, since you don't appreciate my efforts.
I appreciated your efforts the first time.
Well, you're going to reappreciate these efforts because they're better efforts than the last one. Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you that I'm opening the rug. So I
It's
opened the
okay.
rug.
Also, it's going to bark irregardless. Like, we're not going to get away with that. So I've also come to the realization that I completely forgot to...
Good stuff.
I forgot to cut something. So now I'm moving on from your bag because I feel unappreciated that you didn't appreciate me redoing it because it was bad. So I'm moving on.
Because it wasn't bad.
Yes, it was. All right, YouTube. So now we're going to work on this other project. This is called the Harley Quinn bag by Crafted by Leanne. And we are going to do that one. This vinyl, I don't know. It's very, very, very sticky. It's not thick or anything like that, but it's just very slippery. I have to figure out the best way to utilize this. That is my friend, and every time she comes over, the dogs bark. Like they don't know who she is. She's the only person that comes here. Oh, I didn't show you guys the vinyl. So this is the outside pieces. I I love it. It's I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like honeycomb mermaid scales. So I thought that it would be pretty fitting for the inside pieces to do mermaid. So these are my lining pieces. What is that? Oh. And I already have everything marked out for all of my snap closures and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. And I hope that I might have to bust out my walking foot. I don't like using the walking foot because you have to like change all the doodads, and I'm not with that. Yeah, I thought this was just a little bit too big. I'm going to trim this. You see, if you can see. It's a little, it's a lot bigger than the other panel. So I'm going to trim this up. Just to get them even. As even as I can, really. Oh, I love this one. The only thing is that it stinks. Like, for some reason, I don't know what was going on at the Joann's warehouse, but it smelled like fish. Now that I've kind of had it out, I don't know if I'm used to the smell or if just having it like unrolled has helped. But man, I almost like put it back, honestly. I was like, oh, we need to take this back. Let's get this even. There he goes. Oh, so it's okay. Every time. I hate this. Also. That's okay. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and say see you later. And then maybe I'll do another one. This was kind of fun. But, hold on. So you can see my face. Also, it's okay. Thanks, Caleb. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the dog. He's super annoying. I'm going to finish these up and then I'll show another one. But I'll probably do another live another time. That was super fun. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Well, I actually don't know how to end this. So that's kind of awkward, right? Well, that's kind of tragic. Oh, I figured it out. All right, guys. Bye.